Hello and welcome to Prequel to the Sequel. My name's Dwayne, and this week I'm going to be doing two reviews. First review I'm going to be doing is for Japan by Kentaro Miura, who is the creator of Berserk, and also by Baronson. He is the creator of Fist of the North Star. And secondly, I'm going to be reviewing Knights of Sidonia, Volume 1 by Tsutomu Nihei. So let's just get right into it. We'll start with Japan. Japan is basically about this group of people who are in Spain, and for no apparent reason there's an earthquake and the ground falls away beneath their feet. And when it falls away beneath their feet, they don't just fall into the earth, they just fall into this, I don't know how I would describe it. It's basically like this hallway looking area, and they're surrounded by like woolly mammoths and looks like dead warriors. There's a good picture of it. And when they're in this little hallway, they meet this old witch, and she warns them that the way Japan is in the present day, it's going to end badly in the future because of the way things are going currently. And basically they don't believe her, and they insult her, and as punishment for that, she sends them to the future that she warned them about. And the setting for this future very much reminds me of Mad Max or Fist of the North Star. Like these buggies that people are driving around. It's all a desert setting, and it just seems like I don't know. I didn't really like the setting just because it was all desert. I mean, I can understand why it would be that way, but I figured it would be more diverse. But basically it's just their adventures going through this wasteland, and that's about it. Nothing gets resolved in the end. They don't make their way back to the present day. They don't speak of any way that they could possibly make their way back to the present day. They're just stuck there, and by the end they don't even like resolve anything. They're just stuck there. I mean, that's the last page. And basically the end is the main character proclaiming that where they are now is going to be the new birthplace of Japan. So I guess somehow they're going to restart the nation of Japan. But yeah, I feel like this would have done a lot better if it had been more than one volume. So I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars simply because of the amazing artwork by Kentaro Miura. But if you want my advice, I would not start with this for Kentaro Miura. I would definitely start with Berserk. It's a lot better. Next, I'm going to be reviewing Knights of Sidonia by Tsutomu Nihei. And I read one of his previous works. I think it was his first work, actually. It's entitled Blam. It was pretty good. The artwork looked really, really nice. And he actually went to school to be an architect. So his drawing of architecture looks really nice. Most of it is pretty impossible to build in real life. There's no way that it could be built, at least during these times. But basically it's about these like astronaut people. They all live on a spaceship, and they fight these aliens, and that's pretty much it. But the aliens can like take over some cells of your body and make themselves look like a person. Like there's one of the aliens right here, and I'll try to find where it's taken over her form. Oh, here's a good picture where it's taken over the girl's form because it absorbed some of her cells. And basically it's just about the war between the humans and that alien species. And the mech designs for this are actually really nice. I really enjoy the way that these robots look. They look very simplistic. There's one right there. I've heard that the way he came up with for the mech designs for these was taking model kits for Gundam and putting random pieces together, and just coming up with a design that he really liked. And I think that shows. It looks really nice. Oh, here's another Good picture of one of the mechs. It's in color. And yeah, I think it was pretty good. I'd give it a 3 out of 5, just like Japan, mainly because I didn't really like it as much as I did his previous work that I read. I definitely will continue this to see how it pans out, but yeah, if you were going to start with Tsutomu Nihei, I would definitely start with Blam. So, after these reviews, for the next week, I'm going to be reading the 2 books that I'm currently in the middle of. I'm going to be reading some more of The Shadow Rising, which is book 4 of the Wheel of Time series, and then I'm going to be reading The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson, which is the 2nd book in the Mistborn trilogy. I definitely will finish this one this week. I don't have that much left, like maybe 150 pages or so. But, and then finally, I got this book recently, which is an anthology of short science fiction stories, and I'm going to be reading 1 short story every week. And for this week, the first story is going to be The Papered Menagerie by Ken Liu. Hope to see you all next week. Bye.